Hey there, so today we're going to be looking at some more Pehkui Mod stuff, which is the size changer mod, if you didn't know that. So what we're going to explore today is what happens if you go into negative values on the scale command. And some really interesting stuff can happen, so I'm just going to take this this villager unwillfully. It's alright, this is your home now. I'm going to make the area a little bigger. And I'll try changing his scale. So let's change his scale, just his entire scale. Alright, so we're going to go scale set -1, and I'm going to do this. Well, he's gone. So the scale set negative command, if you set your entire scale, it's going to kind of be difficult. Let's do it to ourselves real quick just to see what happens from the first person point of view. /scale set -1. And we're in the void. So you can see that the camera for third person, instead of it being behind my head, it looks like it is in front of my head. And the weird thing that's going on, which I can't really show you, is I'm going to press the W key real quick. So when I go forwards, I go backwards, and when I stop flying, I fall upwards. So I'm going to set my scale back to 1. But this time what we're going to do is we're just going to set the motion scale to -1. So if I go /scale set motion -1, now it's only my motion that will be inverted. So if I fall, I'll fall upwards into the sky at terminal velocity. If I fly upwards, I fly downwards, which is really weird. You could kind of see my velocity shift there. Yeah, so if I go really fast in spectator and then immediately shift, my velocity's carried over. It does it does look a little wonky. So yeah, I'm gonna set this back to normal. Now motion isn't the only thing that you can change though. So we can set our height, right? So if we go /scale set height -1, you can see we squish. And now we're under bedrock, so I'm not sure what that's about. Hold on, let's go back up. So I now have negative height. I can get extreme. Okay, it's kind of glitching out. This is weird. I couldn't tell you what's going on here. If I shift upwards. So this is the shift on it. This is like the crouching animation. That's smooth. I'm as soon as I press down shift, I go up. So that's weird, but that's not the end of it. We can actually set our width to -1, and something actually more interesting happens. Let's set it to 0.1 first, see what happens. So I'm all the way down to really thin. Now let's go to -1. I'm backwards. This is me walking forwards. My skin is backwards. My entire model's backwards. My arm movement's backwards. It's like when people put reverse skins on, but just a lot more convincing. So everything looks normal in here. I look normal in my inventory, but like it's really weird. It just looks so ridiculous. I know I'm just gonna set back to. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know this, but I've come across it. When you set back to scale 1, I mean, I don't know if it happens every time. We can test it now, but I traveled 400,000 blocks. I'm not sure what it did to my velocity, but let's try that again. Okay, with -1. Okay, let's take a look at the XYZ coordinates. What? No, I traveled another 400,000 blocks. I'm not sure what this is. I think it might be something to do with collision and velocity. And an interesting thing also happens when you set your reach to negatives. So you could probably guess. But if I go into first person view now, I can't break anything. And that's because I can only break blocks behind me. I am so confused. So I still have to hit things with my front view, but I can only break blocks with my back view. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna combine all these. Something weird goes on here. It's teleporting me off. Is this why I go like hundreds of thousands of blocks? Is it something to do with the shifting? Why does shifting give me like velocity in the diagonal direction? And it's like perfectly aligned as well. It's like exactly 1 point. I don't know how much that is, but if you look at my coords, it's like an exact amount. All I know is I can spam. This is what I must do. I just phased in. What? So yeah, that's all I really wanted to explore in that video. Leave me a thumbs up and a subscribe if you think I'm really cool, because it's a true statistical fact that I'm awesome. Alright, bye guys, thanks for watching.